Let me begin by wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Although we know that actually for many people this Christmas is going to be pretty tough. Lots of conversations and reports about inflation and the difficulty of heating our homes and so forth mean that for many people this Christmas will be harder than they'd hoped, particularly when we'd all looked forward to celebrating it after 3 years of troubles with COVID. But here we are. And the reason I think we can say Merry Christmas is because of the heart of the Christmas story. It's about God coming into the world, being born as a baby in Bethlehem. This Jesus is the one who comes as the Saviour of the world. Doesn't look like it in the Christmas story at all. It's rather surprising, isn't it? An unknown mum and dad in questionable circumstances, in an unknown place, and yet this is God's love being expressed to the world. So I hope that this Christmas we will take time to reflect on the story. This is a story that tells us that insignificant people, at least those of us who think we're insignificant, matter. God tells the good news to the shepherds who were regarded rather as outcasts. He chose a place that most people would have thought didn't matter. And many of us across this region think that we're like that. But God thinks differently, and the Christmas story tells us to think differently about ourselves, that we are loved, that we are cared for. So yes, it might be tough in many ways this Christmas, but I hope and pray that by reflecting on the story, we'll all recognise that we can have a merry Christmas, a rejoicing Christmas because of God's love.